Okay, trying to get back into the swing of things. So I thought I'd do a guide on one of my favorite supports, Thresh. Thresh is unique in the sense that he can be very versatile, he can be aggressive, he's got a few things that make him defensive, and yeah, he's pretty much always been good. So, quick overview for those of you that don't really know anything about Thresh. His Q is his hook, his E is his flay, which displaces people, and his W is a lantern that can bring allies towards you. And his ult is the box, which slows enemies. So, on Thresh, main thing that you're going to be trying to do is Q, E, ult, auto attacks. Pretty straightforward. In the laning phase, first off, don't buy coin. Please don't buy coin. You need Relic Shield on Thresh because you need extra tankiness, because while you are a tank in a sense, you are nowhere near as tanky as champions such as Braum, Leona, and Alistar, so any extra health that you can get helps. Okay, so level 1, start your E. We start E instead of Q because your E gives you an empowered auto attack and makes it easier to get minions with your Relic Shield. At level 1 during the laning phase, you're not really going to go aggressive. You can walk up to enemies that are kind of in the middle of their minion wave. You can flay them towards you and get an auto attack or two off, but aside from that, you can't really do much. Try to get a level 2 advantage on them. If you can, then you can do a really deadly combo where you flash on top of somebody, flay them towards you, and then throw out your hook. There's pretty much nothing the enemy can do about it, and as long as you have level 2 advantage over the enemy, you should probably win the trade, and probably you will burn a flash or you will get a kill. Also, if you run Ignite on Thresh as well, which I have been doing quite recently because I feel like it's a lot better than running Exhaust, then you can throw Ignite in as well, and that pretty much will guarantee you something. When it comes to you being level 3, what you need to be doing is you need to be looking for that hook, or you can flash flay again. But when you're level 3, you're going to have your lantern, and your lantern you can throw out to let your jungler come in with you. When you get your ult as Thresh, it's pretty much just something that you combo in with the rest of your things to add an immense slow so that enemies can't get away. For roaming during the laning phase, I generally don't like to roam until I get myself some boots, but that could be a while. Look to roam mid. If you've got Moby boots when you roam mid, you can pretty much walk up and flay the enemy mid laner if they don't have any hard CC. If they do, you better be good with those hooks, and that's just something that takes practice. When it comes to mid game and team fights, you as Thresh are looking to get a pick if possible, but during a team fight, what you're looking for is you're looking to protect your carries, or you're looking to annoy the hell out of the enemy and try to CC the enemy carries. You do have to be careful though. As I said before, you are not that tanky as Thresh, not as tanky as you would like to be. So if you do dive in, if you are the only one diving in, be expected to get exploded if you're diving into 3 or 4 members of the enemy team. 2 things I forgot to mention in my original recording. 1, Thresh Our Souls. This is passive. He picks them up off of dead minions and champions and monsters. They're the little green orbs. It's kind of like picking up the coins from Ancient Coin. You don't really have to worry about getting them. You don't have to go out of your way to get them. Just know that pick them up when you see them if you can. They give you armor and AP. Second thing, your W on Thresh will give you momentary vision of wherever you throw your lantern. So that's something that you can use in case you don't have a ward on you. On to the next section. Runes on Thresh. We have Armor Quins, AD Reds, Health Seals, and MR Blues. This page gives you some tank stats while also giving you a little bit extra damage to do more with your autos. For Masteries on Thresh, I generally like to go 0, 12, 18 running Courage with Colossus. Courage with Colossus helps you immensely when you're trading in bot lane, and it will help you very much when you are team fighting, as the shield will pretty much make it so that you survive in team fights for much longer and you take a lot less damage in trades in bot lane. When it comes to items for Thresh, I generally run the same items that I run for most of my tanks, and that is, of course, starting for Relic Shield and then building a Sightstone or Targon's Race depending on how much money I have, and then building the other one. Then building into Boots of Mobility because I love my movement speed. Then from there, I like to get a Face of the Mountain. This is because I like the ability to be able to shield my allies, even though that's not technically my main priority on my team. And also I am allowed to get a ruby sightstone with this, which is going to make it so that Face of the Mountain is up more often. And pretty much ruby sightstone, your Face of the Mountain will be up every fight that you need it for. And after that, I like to get a Knight's Vow, as Knight's Vow is very good for protecting my carries. And I like to build Locket for more shields for my team. In between Knight's Vow, Face of the Mountain, and Locket should be well equipped to protect your team. For the final item on Thresh, a bit of a toss-up. First off, I want to note that I will not buy my final item unless I have enough money to buy it all at once. It's because I like to keep control wards in my inventory. If I do get my final item, generally I like to build tankier, so I will get a Gargoyle Stone Plate. This item is really good for when you dive in at the start of a fight. You pop this and you take a whole lot less damage. Plus, it goes well with Lock. You don't feel like you need more survivability, you can always get Redemption, which will help keep your team alive for longer. Or if you're really scared of the enemy CC, if they have a lot of CC on the enemy team, you want to protect your carries more, you can always get a Mikhail's Crucible. And yeah, that's going to be it for Thresh. I really hope you enjoyed. I wanted to make this as short and concise as I could. So some of this stuff may be straightforward. Some of you may already know a lot of these things. And a lot of this might not really be anything special. But hopefully this helps out people trying to learn Thresh, or for people trying to advance their game with him. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to like and subscribe. And feel free to comment below about Thresh or about any champions you want to see me cover. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.